Um, so then we're going to start out with some executive board member introductions for anyone new joining us today, and also just if you need a refresher for people that have been here. So my name is Riley Hartmuller. I'm co-president. This is, I believe, starting my second year being co-president of ESG. I'm currently a senior now, and I will be graduating in the spring. So now, Pamela, if you'd like to go.
Hi, everyone. My name is Pamela Olivale. I'm also a senior in the BCH program, co-president position on the e-board, and I will be graduating in the spring.
Okay, I'll go next. Hi, everyone. I'm Althea Wilhelm. I am the treasurer, and I am a senior as well, but I am actually graduating this fall. So I'm doing my internship right now for, the community health program. Yeah, I'm very excited to be here.
Hi, everyone. My name is Sabrina. I'm social chair, and I'm also a senior, but I'm graduating in the spring. So,
I'll go next. I'm Lizzie, and I'm actually a grad student, so I'm here for, counting this semester, a year and a half. I graduate in December of 2022, and I am the PR coordinator. Yeah.
Hi, everyone. I'm Nicole. I'm the secretary, and I'm also a senior in my BCH program. Yeah.
Okay, so now we're going to get into the schedule for this semester. So we will be having 7 general body meetings, and the purpose of these will be scheduled time to work on the health education campaign. So I'm getting ahead of myself a little bit, but we will be voting on the topic of the campaign towards the end of this meeting. So you guys will also get to have some input on what we're actually working on this semester. But we did want to give you time, specifically set time to work on the campaign. So that's what the general body meetings will be for. And this semester, well, I'll talk about that later, never mind. So we'll also be doing 4 social events. So we're going to be doing 2 virtual events and then 2 in-person events. The in-person events are optional. We're not requiring you to do anything this semester in person because we wanted to respect everyone's comfortability during the pandemic, considering it obviously still is going on. And we also will be doing 2 fundraisers this semester. So we're planning on doing in-person bake sales outside of STAMP. However, we're always open to fundraising ideas. So if you guys have any other ideas that you'd like to share with us, you can always let us know, especially direct that to Althea, our treasurer. And we'd be happy to incorporate your ideas as well. This is just kind of what we came up with for this semester. Especially if you have any other ideas of what we could sell tabling outside of STAMP instead of a bake sale, since I know that one's a really popular idea, but if you have any more kind of creative ideas, we'd definitely be open to those as well. And then we also have the SBH Student Engagement Fair and the First Look Fair. And we're going to be asking you guys to kind of help us out with tabling for these, especially for our members that have kind of been in ESG for a while now. And then we'll also be talking about the open house, which we'll also be sharing with you guys in case you have any friends or anyone you know who might be interested, so you know the information to direct them to for that. And then we also be talking about our big Little Week, which if you've been in ESG before, you know what I'm talking about in terms of the week-long thing on Instagram where you get assigned with your little, or if you are little, you get assigned with your big. And then we'll also be talking about the Terps Take Care Fair, which is basically a mental health and wellness fair that takes place. And this semester it's going to be in person. I also just want to say, I'm sorry if my voice is really bad. I'm kind of losing it right now. So I hope it doesn't crack or anything, but I'm trying to speak as loud as I can right now. So we also have a Google Calendar now that we're going to be doing for this semester. So on the Google Calendar, you'll have access to all of the events we have planned. So like all the GBMs, all the social events, the fundraisers, everything basically that goes on. And then you'll also have access to the Zoom links for all of these virtual ones on there as well. So that is the link to the calendar on the slide. I'll also be sending it out in the group me after this meeting, so you don't necessarily have to like copy it down or anything right now. And then the name of the calendar is ESG Epsilon Chapter 2021 to 2022. It's supposed to be completely public, so theoretically you should be able to Google it and have it come up. I personally haven't tried this out though, so I'm not really sure if that actually works, but like I said, I will be posting the link into the group me, so you can just use that as well to access the calendar. So for our GBM schedule, just as a refresher, we're going to be having them on these 7 dates. So again, it's going to be a Monday. It's a little different from last semester, so we're not going to be doing the alternating weekdays. They're always going to be on Mondays. And they're also going to, all of them are going to be held on Zoom from 5:30 to 6:30 p.m. And then this graphic is also already in the group me too, if you want to go back and save it, in addition to them also being posted to the Google Calendar. So for our social event schedule, we've already scheduled out the social events for this semester. So we're going to be having 2 in October and 2 in November. So our first one is going to be Monday, October 4th from 5:30 to 6:30 p.m. over Zoom. So the same time as our GBM meetings. And we're going to be doing Scriblio night. And if you haven't heard of this before, it's basically like an online Pictionary website. It's super fun. And it's also free. And I know the like time right there is for an hour, but if people wanted to stay on and like continue doing it for longer, then we definitely can. And then the second social event is on Tuesday, October 26th from 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. at Looney's, which is the Looney's Pub by the View. And so we're going to be doing their trivia night. I also wanted to mention that you don't have to be 21 and up to come to this event. Looney's is all ages before 9 p.m. So even if you're not 21, you definitely can still come to this event. And even if it ran like past 9 p.m., you could still stay because it's as long as you're seated at a table before 9 p.m., you're fine because then the waitress knows that you're under 21 and won't serve you alcohol. And then our third one is Monday, November 15th from 5:30 to 7:30 p.m. at the Washington Quad. And this is going to be a s'mores and game night. So this one is going to be in person. And if you're not familiar with the Washington Quad, it's that quad that's on South Campus, and they kind of have some grills there and some seating there. You will not have to bring s'more supplies. We will be supplying them for you. And then our fourth one is Monday, November 29th from 5:30 to 6:30 p.m. over Zoom. So this is the second virtual event, and we'll be doing a Cards Against Humanity night. So there's also a website where you can play Cards Against Humanity online. Also super fun. And I know that we did that one last semester, and it was a really fun time. And then again with the same thing, if I know it has like an hour for right now, but if we were on and playing and wanted to continue on for more than an hour, then we obviously could. And again, all of those are already on the Google Calendar with like their locations and Zoom links and everything like that as well. So for the fundraiser schedule, we want to do once in October and once in November. And we were planning on doing a Tuesday or Thursday starting at 3:30 p.m. because since we want to do it in front of STAMP, this is kind of the time that STAMP gets pretty busy on Tuesdays or Thursdays because typically people's last classes are and usually at around 3:15. And then a lot of people head to STAMP to get food. And then, so we haven't set the specific dates for these yet because we had to figure out some kind of logistics with scheduling with STAMP. But now that we have, we're going to be setting those and adding them to the Google Calendar I assume this week, and then you'll be able to find those, like I said, on the Google Calendar. And then closer to the date, we'll also open up sign up sheets for you guys to come and help with the fundraiser as well. And like I said, that right now we're planning on doing in-person bake sales outside of STAMP. So for the SPH Student Engagement Fair, that is this week. If you were ever on campus before and the SPH building, it's kind of that big fair where everyone is kind of there with like their tables talking about different organizations in the School of Public Health. So we're going to be participating in that. And this semester, they will have both a in-person and a virtual day. So the in-person day is Thursday, September 16th, and the virtual day is Friday, September 17th. So that's later this week. And so we desperately need someone to table on Thursday in person from 1:30 p.m. to 2 p.m. And then also someone to be present on Zoom on Friday from 1:30 to 2 p.m. because we currently don't have anyone available right now on the executive board to do those times. So I'm going to be putting a link to Google Sheets in the group me after this meeting is over, and the shifts are 30 minutes each. Would really appreciate it if someone could sign up for those. And then also be providing you like a cheat sheet with like all the information for ESG. So that way you can kind of have something to reference for if you're kind of a little concerned about like answering people's questions and everything. So you'll definitely have like that sheet to reference. And then also like we'll go over with you like kind of like the procedure for like getting there and like how like to get the table stuff and everything like that. So spots that need a second person but do already have an executive member include 12 p.m. to 12:30 p.m. and 1 p.m. to 1:30 p.m. for Thursday, and then 12 p.m. to 1:30 p.m. for Friday. And so you would be with an exec member at these times. And again, an ESG info cheat sheet will be provided to you. We'd still really appreciate it if you also sign up for these times. So that way the exec member isn't having to kind of sit there by themselves to do the tabling. So we're also going to be doing the first look fair, which is next week. So that is only one day and that's only in person. And so that's going to be Wednesday, September 22nd on the McKeldin Mall. And again, I'm going to be sending out the Google Sheet sign up thing in the group me after the meeting's over. And so spots that need a second person include 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. So basically the entire fair right now only has one person per shift. And the shifts for this one, due to the time slots, are for an hour. And again, you'd be with an exec member during these times. So if you signed up for these times, you wouldn't be alone or anything, but you would still also have access to that info sheet.
Okay, so we're going to have the Eta Sigma Gamma open house for new members and any recruits that are interested in joining ESG, and that's going to be on September 20th. It's on a Monday, and it's during the regular meeting time from 5:30 to 6:30 p.m. So we're going to send this out through the group me so that you guys can post it on Instagram on your stories. And then we'll also be posting it on the ESG account, and then you can repost it that way as well. But yeah, this is next week, Monday, so be sure to tell all your friends. And then we're also going to have our Big and Little Week as an kind of event within the group. And we'll be using the Instagram format as we did last year. I think the previous social chair, she did a really good job. Like the theme was on like different movie and TV characters. So a lot of the bigs like were posing as them, and then the littles will go in and chat and answer the questions, and then they'll connect that way. So yeah, I can't wait to see what Sabrina will do for this year. And it's going to be on the week of October 10th, so stay tuned. And yeah, we'll be sending more specific information about that with the IG takeover by the end of this month. Cool. And then there's also going to be the Terps Take Care Fair. It's sponsored by the Department of Residential Life Services and the Counseling Center. But they're also partnering with a lot of UMD organizations, including the Care Center from the University Health Center. And it's on October 8th. It's a Friday from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. on McCullough Mall. It is in person, and they do focus on the mental health and self-care strategies aspects in helping someone's emotional well-being. And so you'll be able to make stress balls, and then you just get an opportunity to meet more people on campus. So please take note of that date. Mhm. And then within the program, we're having a new point system as required from the national office. And so the 4 pillars within ESG are research, service, advocacy, and education. And all of those pillars will count as 1 point for the semester. So you can get a total of 4 points. And then you earn them through doing different tasks for the health education campaign that we'll be voting on later on. And so you'll be working throughout the whole semester, and then there'll be different aspects that you'll be given those points for the research service, advocacy, and education. And then you'll be able to also earn them at events such as the Terps Take Care Fair. So yeah, so then after we decide on our health education campaign, there will be different activities that will count for each pillar, as I said. And then there'll also be a Google Sheet that we'll be sending out periodically throughout the semester, so you can keep track of the points that you have. Yeah. So if you're a community health major, there are specific point requirements that need to be met in order to be initiated on the national level in Eta Sigma Gamma by next semester. And then this also applies for everyone who was initiated last semester. So you'll be initiated every year, I believe. Yeah. Mhm. And then dues. So we do require dues. And then so they will be $20 and they will count for the semester. And so you have to pay them by October 4th. And then you can pay it through Venmo to Althea, the treasurer, and then that's her @name for the Venmo. We'll be sure to also drop this in the group me as well. And if you don't have Venmo, just contact me or Riley, and we'll be able to figure out another method that you can pay for the dues. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and vote for the health education campaign topics that you guys would like to do. And then, so the topic, the population of focus is within college students, so keep that in mind. They're all pretty general right now, but once we pick on a topic, we'll be able to flesh out the type of restrictions that we're gonna have on the topic, and then the type of information that you guys will be doing throughout the semester by the next GBM. So I'm gonna drop it in the chat. And let me know if it's working, because I do believe I made it so that anyone with the link could join.
Also mention the exec members, you can also vote for topics as well. So we'll give everyone a few moments to do that, and then we're gonna do breakout rooms, and then we're gonna do icebreaker activities, because that was kind of it for the kind of content we had today to discuss. And then once we do the voting today, like Pamela mentioned, next GVM we'll get started on working on the health education campaigns.
Okay, I think we received everyone's response. And so everyone voted on, well, not everyone, but the majority was nutrition and physical activity as the first choice. So that will be our health education campaign topic. And so we'll let you know by the next GBM on the specific requirements that we're going to get from everyone. So yeah.
Yeah, so this is going to be the icebreaker that we're going to do now in the breakout room. So basically, you can kind of just choose whichever options that you want to talk about, like in your groups, and talk about like which one you prefer. And then I'll also send these out in the chat as well before everyone goes into the room, so you'll be able to access the list when you are in the rooms. And then we're just going to stay in the rooms for the rest of the meeting. So if you have to head out early, then you can head out now, or you can kind of stay until the end. And then the meeting is going to automatically end at 6:30, but you're welcome to stay in the breakout rooms until then. So then I will put everyone in the rooms now. Actually, let me send these lists first, make sure everyone has it.